Okay, good morning and welcome to the last shir in Iyun at Iyun. I want to analyze the last Mishnah, Paragimel Mishnah Ted. Safek Orlah. If you're not sure if something's Orlah, Eretz Yisrael, Safek Daraisa, L'chumra, it's Azra. Syria's mutter. Syria is not considered. We pass in Kid Rishon, low Kid Shalasit Lavo. Syria is considered outside the Eretz Yisrael. So therefore, it's Chutz La'aretz. Safek, we'll see in a second. Chutz La'aretz Yor V'Lokeach. Chutz La'aretz, which is not Syria. Syria, they're more machmer, right? We'll see this. So Safek, meaning someone brings fruit to you, and he says, I'm not sure if this is from Orlah tree or not Orlah tree. It's 50% Safek. I don't know. Syria is outside of Eretz Yisrael. So you go Lakula. In Chutz La'aretz, but they were more machmir by Syria than we'll see America. Let's say Chutz La'aretz Yor V'Lokeach L'Vash L'Reina Lokate. In Chutz La'aretz, it's not just that Safek Orlah is mutter. There's even an additional kula that you can go into a field, right, that has Orlah in it. You can go into the field as long as you don't see the person, the non-Jewish person who owns the field, taking. You know very well, meaning you know this is Orlah. This is a big chiddush of Chutz La'aretz. Part of the halacha l'mushinai. So Orlah is asher midal raisa and Chutz La'aretz halacha l'mushinai. Halacha l'mushinai has its own rules, and the rule is this: is the Mishnah states what the rule is. The rule is that even if you know the guy's taking from an Orlah tree, if you don't see him taking from an Orlah tree, he has trees which are Orlah, and trees which are older trees are not Orlah. You can go down to the field, say, take from me. If you don't see, right, I would say even if there's 10 trees, 9 of them are Orlah, one's not, you can go down and tell him, take from me a fruit from one of the trees. As long as you don't see him take from one of the Orlah trees, that's okay. Once you see it, that's a problem. Then Safek, you go l'chumra if you see it. Now, what's the difference between Syria? Syria is considered part of Chutz La'aretz. Syria only Safek, meaning in a case where it's 50-50, then you go l'kula, but there's two parts up to this halacha l'Moshe Sinai. Well, there's really one part. Safek Orlah b'Chutz La'aretz, halacha l'Moshe Sinai, is also midal raisa. Now, when I was in Rav Yonasan Sachs this year in YU, he brought a very famous Rav Chaim Brisker. He talks about whether some halacha l'Moshe Sinai are mifureshes, they're just explain a previous law that applied to Eretz Yisrael, or it's michudeshes, it's a new law. Seemingly, this is a new halacha l'Moshe. It's a new categorization of the law. It's not just it's an addendum on Eretz Yisrael Safek l'chumra, Chutz La'aretz Safek l'kula. It's actually, there's a way of understanding this law that even if it's a 99% chance it's Orlah, seemingly, you only don't see it, that's okay. That's called Safek Orlah l'kula in Chutz La'aretz. You know, it's Daraisa. Hard to understand this halacha Moshe Sinai. They're machmir, since Syria is considered, it was part originally of Eretz Yisrael, so therefore they're machmir. You can't rely on this 99% chance that it's Orlah when it comes, as long as you don't see him take it. When it comes to Syria, you have to only rely on Safek Orlah and Chutz La'aretz if it's 50-50 chance. But in America, you can rely on very big kulas, part of the Orlah and Chutz La'aretz. What does it matter if you see him take or not see him take? That's why I brought this bar, a Snickers bar. I didn't bring it for the share, I brought it to eat afterwards. Yes, I know it's OUD. You don't have to tell me. It's not Chalav Yisrael, but I eat OUD because I rely Safek Chalav Nachri the Chutz La'aretz from America. So you go Lakula. Rav Moshe Fine says you could eat it. Listen, he says you should be machmir, but I don't know if you should be machmir. Something so enjoyable like a Snickers bar. You go Lakula. I want to rely on Rav Moshe Feinstein. I feel very confident going up after Me'av Esrim that Hashem will ask me, how could you eat OUD? How could you dare eat OUD? Only Rav Moshe Feinstein says, B'shas hatzchak, you could eat it. I'll say, God, listen, I gotta enjoy life. You want me to enjoy this world, right? Yerushalmi says every fruit that you taste that you wanted to taste, you're gonna give a din. You have to give an answer. Hashem's gonna judge you very harshly on that. Certainly, when Moshe Feinstein says Mikra, then it's mutter, I'm going to answer HaKadosh Baruch Hu, stickers are really good. How could you not want me to eat them? Hashem's going to say, yeah, you're right. All those people are machmir, they're wrong. Yeah, I'm going to win the argument. Anyway, the point is that the commercial they run for this Snickers satisfies. You eat a Snickers bar. I'm a little hungry now, that's why I brought it. It satisfies you, even though it's not a full-blown meal. It's a snack. And the idea is that I mentioned that sevia, or being satiated from a meal, is considered to be a metaphysical type of hana. It's not a physical type of hana, because sometimes you eat a lot of food, you can still be very hungry. You can eat a very little bit of food, and you can be full. And that's why it says in the brachos and the klalos, it talks about people, baking 10 loaves of bread and they're very hungry, or they eat one piece of bread, one little morsel of bread, and they're full, because it's a metaphysical type of thing. So therefore, if you see it, that's part of the chutz la'aretz. If you see him taking over an orla tree, so in your mind you say, wait a second, that the isser of hana from Orlah is Purio, as I mentioned, it's a different type of hana. It's the metaphysical type of hana, the hana of svia from it. So when I see it, so then I recognize, hey, I'm eating Orlah. So it has an effect. Your knowledge of something has an effect, on your being satiated from that thing. So if you don't see it, so you're not going to be satiated. You won't be satiated the same way as you'd be satiated if you knew that it was Orlah. So that's why, since the whole Isser Hana of Orlah is based on satiation, so therefore, when it comes to Chutz La'aretz, they said, if you're Mesupuk, right, and you don't know, right, even though technically it might fill you up anyway, but if I don't know that it's 100% that it's Orlah, so therefore it won't be the same level of satiation, the same level of Hana, and therefore it's mutter. And Eretz Yisrael, since it's mitzvah tliya ba'aretz, batzem, really, so therefore it goes over the Raisa l'chumra, because there's actually, part of it, the Isra Hana is the Achila, but the real Isra is the Hana, and therefore in Chutz La'aretz they can make it if you don't know what you're being satisfied from, because it'll provide less satiation. I hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in Maseches Bikurim.